Hey guys, this just happened to me in my kitchen, and I felt the Lord put it on my heart and said, go share this. I'm a very visual person, and the Lord teaches us how we learn. And so this is a little bit of a visual, and I pray that it blesses you and that the Lord will speak to your heart and continue to unfold it, whatever He wants you to get from it. So I was doing the dishes, so here's my Dawn dish soap. This is my big one, my medium one. But this is the one that I use like every day for doing the dishes. It's just easier to squeeze and use. Okay, so I had this and I wanted to get rid of this. So I set it upside down last night so this could go and let gravity do its work. And then today I was going to empty this into this and throw this one out. So I go in and it looks like there's enough room now, but a few minutes ago, there wasn't quite enough room in this bottle for all of this. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this and do what dishes are in the sink right now, and then I'll empty it when it's done. And then I proceed to start washing the dishes. And as I'm washing them, I catch my mind wandering inside of me, and I wasn't consciously trying to put this plan into place, okay? But my mind and my own heart were conspiring, and I caught it. And this is where the Lord was speaking to me. And I realized that as I was washing the dishes, I had the idea that since there wasn't quite room in here yet to put all this in here, I didn't want to waste this. So I thought that idea came to me that I could squeeze a little more soap than I actually needed onto the dishes and use that to make more room in here, so that when I was done, I could make all of this fit in there and feel good about not wasting this soap and throw away the empty container, versus like leaving a little bit of soap left in here and throwing it away, or just squeezing the extra down the sink, because that felt wasteful to me. And so again, I was not consciously formulating this. The tools inside of me were doing them themselves. And the Lord stopped me in the middle of this, and he was speaking to me, and he's like, do you see what's happening? He said, it makes you uncomfortable to waste that soap. Okay, you don't want to feel that discomfort. So your own heart was formulating a plan for you to deceive yourself that you would use more soap than necessary, which is actually wasteful, in order to feel the comfort of using this here. He said, so your heart was actually automatically going into deceitful mode to help you to not feel that discomfort. But in the end, either way you do it, soap is being wasted. And so the Lord had me catch that thought process, and I was like, oh wow, and yes, this is kind of a funny example because it's soap, but it is an example of so many bigger, more important things. But it is not trivial that it's about soap, because the point is that came from my heart. I'm very surrendered to the Lord. I walk closely with the Lord. But did you see how my heart, without my consciousness, was trying to deceive me in this small thing? So that is proof that our hearts will still try to deceive us in the small and in the big. But the verse that the Lord gave me, not to look away, because some people might look at this and like, who cares, that's stupid. No, because that was fruit from my heart, deception, even deceiving myself, unbeknownst to me, until the Lord helped me catch my thought process or my heart process. Both seem to have been involved, and said, we need to catch those small things, because a little leaven leavens the whole lump. Or another translation says, a little yeast spreads quickly through the whole batch of dough. So if my heart is doing that to me in this, it will definitely do that to me in other circumstances. And so that's why it's important to catch these thought processes, our heart coming up and being deceitful, and letting our spirit man be led by the Spirit of God and take control over our thoughts and our hearts, because that is where sin is conceived. And then we let them sit they grow, and then pretty soon the actions are coming out of us that are following that sinful process. And rather than that, we tear down every high thing and we bring every thought captive to God. So it was such a cool visual about how that works. So that first verse that I just quoted was Galatians 5:9. And then the other verse that the Lord brought me in this was Jeremiah 17:9 and 10. And it says, the heart is most deceitful and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? But I know. I, the Lord, search all hearts and examine secret motives. I give all people their due rewards according to what their actions deserve. And just a quick reminder, as believers, we shouldn't read that verse and go, oh no, I don't want the Lord to search my heart. We want the Lord to search our hearts. We want him to shine his light and root out all of the evil that's hiding in the little cracks and crevices that we're not even aware of, even the evil that would try and make me deceive myself over dish soap so that I wouldn't have to feel uncomfortable. Thanks for joining me. The Lord bless you and keep you and shine his face upon you.